Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm back with another action figure toy review, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends X-Men series Kitty Pryde. This is the Build-A-Figure Juggernaut series, and I have two other figures from this wave. This makes the third, and at first I didn't have intentions to complete the Juggernaut because I already have a really nice Marvel Select version, but the more pieces I collect, I'm realizing now the other ones that I need to collect him are decent figures, so I might actually go ahead and collect him. So these are the figures you need to collect. On the back, there's just an image of the product itself, and there's also a read-up in a few different languages. It's basic. And then on the side, it's a comic picture. Same on both sides, showing her and Lockheed. Nice X-Men logo at the top. And then on the front, just the regular Kitty Pryde and X-Men logo. So, I'm actually very happy with this figure. Like I said, it's the third one I picked up from this wave, and yeah, the Juggernaut piece is huge. Like, his whole arm is as big as she is, so I was underestimating the Legends one. I thought the Select one would be better scale-wise, but now after having this, like, here's the leg and waist piece that I have. So even just, you can see, like, this is going to be a huge figure when it's complete. So that makes me more excited to actually complete it. I wasn't thinking I was going to, but now, yeah, it seems like it'll be worth it. So I might actually go for those other figures. But then going into the other little piece here, you might be asking, what is this for? This isn't part of Juggernaut. And this is the first time I've ever seen this. So they actually gave an extra Build-A-Figure piece with this one. And there's no mention of it on the box anywhere. But so this isn't part of Juggernaut. This actually goes for your Onslaught Build-A-Figure from a few waves back. This is to make it Magneto Onslaught. I am not familiar with that comic run. I have no idea. But just as a Magneto helmet alone, this thing is really, really nice. It's so sharp. I love the aesthetic of it. It really reminds me of like a medieval knight kind of helmet. It's just like, and the shadow effect is really well done. They got the eyes painted, and then the face is just complete cast in black, so you can't see any kind of features, but it just looks really, really sharp. Nice marbleized plastic, some shine on it. I brought over my Family Matters Magneto just so we could compare the helmets for a second. The eye pieces are different. You can see this one is the more traditional rounded eyes, and there's no emblem on the skull of this one, but it just looks so sharp. Like, I hate the jaw sticks out of the bottom of this one. I think this just is a very menacing Magneto skull. I really, really enjoy it. Of course, it is for the Build-A-Figures. You can see it's quite large. I don't think it would work on a regular Magneto. Well, let's, while we're here, we might as well take a look. And that doesn't look that bad. I thought it would be too out of scale, being a Build-A-Figure piece. I don't think it clicked on there properly, but that's not terrible. The reds are a bit off, but yeah, that works quite well. Interesting display option. Back to the main figure, though. So she doesn't come with any accessories other than Lockheed. But take a look at him quickly, and then we'll take a closer look at her. This figure took me about 15 minutes to stand on that display stand. Okay, so here we have Lockheed. It's just made of a very soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking anything or stabbing yourself. It'll just move around. And the tail is sculpted in such that you can get it wrapped around her arm, nice and easy. And then he'll perch like a little raven or falcon or something. So that's really fun. And then we have Kitty. And like I said, it's very difficult to get her to stand. I don't know what it is. I think it's something to do with the hips being very loose. Like, the legs don't wobble that much, but it's just they're not very sturdy, and there's limited ankle movement. I'll go over the movement first or after. First, I just want to take a look at the sculpt. I think it's a very nice Kitty Pryde face. It looks exactly like the comic, actually. I think this is the exact inspiration that they used for the figure. It looks identical. So that is very well done on Hasbro's part. You can see the detail of, she's got the little hair tie painted. A bit sloppy, if I might add, to be perfectly honest. Like, the brown is kind of going over it. But besides that bit of paint, I think the rest of the paint came out nice and crisp. The X logo. And there's not a whole lot of paint on it. It's just black and yellow. But the line work is what I'm looking for. Like, if it's fuzzy or not. It looks to be quite crisp. Of course, it's the lines that I'm looking at. And, yeah, and I guess we'll go over the movement next. So, head can go side to side. It is slightly limited by this ponytail, but for the most part, it is also soft, so you might break it off, but there's going to be a little bit of give before it just snaps, so you can kind of feel when it's touching, and you can actually, like, put it over the shoulder and then continue moving, so you shouldn't break it, but just be careful with that. And then the shoulders are also limited by this here, but they can reach 90, so they move out that far. They move up to the front. She has single jointed elbows that do not meet 90, which is disappointing, but then they rotate there as well. And then she's got hinged hands. No alternate hands, which would have been nice. Maybe one that's starting to transition, like phase through something, would have been cool. But there's rotation there as well. And diaphragm joint that moves back that far and moves forward that far. So not too much crunching, but a nice rotation and quite a bit of gesturing. No waist cut, but the hips can move out quite poorly. So yeah, it's definitely the hips that are lacking in her ability to stand. Because look, she can't even get her, like when her legs are straight down, you can't just take them out to the side. I think because they sculpted her a little too thick in the back, you literally can't like kick her legs straight forward. They have to go out to the side, which is really weird. Yeah, but anyway, they twist at the upper thigh. They can kick up, so it's just the going out to the side for some reason. Just like they only open this way, they don't just go straight up to the side, which is very unfortunate. And then she has double jointed knees. So that is at least regular. No boot rotation. So it's just, again, all this lack of lower body articulation is what's limiting her ability to stand. And then the ankles, they move down far, but then they don't move up far enough for you to get, like, look, you can't even get her foot flat on the floor at a slight bend. Her foot's already raised up, and that just makes it very unstable. Of course, this belt is free floating, so it won't get in the way or anything. You can't remove it though. And I believe that was it for articulation. Like I said, there's no alternate hands, but you have one open and one fist. And then just looking one more time at the face, I think now that I'm looking through the camera, I'm noticing there's quite a bit of lines, like where the edges of the plastic come together, that could have been shaved down a bit. Like I'm noticing all across the figure, those seams. Yeah, it just makes it seem a little bit cheap. Of course, retail of this figure is only $27. It's not the most expensive collector's figure, but it's just, yeah, this one was really, I wanted it so much for the character because I recently got, well, not recently at this point, but my most recent cat that I got, I named after this X-Man. I named her Kitty Pryde because she was just a stray cat that I was naming Kitty to get her to come. And then so I was like, well, I need to change this. I don't just want to be calling Kitty all the time, so I call her Kitty Pryde. KP, my little cat. So I got my KP X-Man. But yeah, really happy to have this character. And then also, she's kind of an important X-Men. She always is with Wolverine and doing training and stuff. So I brought Wolverine over. Oh, I gotta do the size comparison. So first, Let's get her standing as straight as can be, not hunched. So with her feet flat on the floor, this figure stands at, looks like 6.5 to the top of the head, 6 3/4 to the top of the ponytail. Here she is next to Wolverine. Wolverine's all crunched here, but Wolverine is a shorter guy. So yeah, I think this is still kind of accurate. Oh, sorry, we're not in the middle. I think this is still fairly accurate. She's quite a bit taller. I don't know. She is a teenager. It might be slightly out of scale. But here I have another little teenage X-Men. So I have Jubilee, and they're at roughly the same height. Jubilee is a little bit shorter, but so I guess it's not completely out of scale. She's maybe just a little bit taller. Not too bad. Yeah, so nice to have this X-Men. Nice to add her to the team. Nice to get the other Juggernaut Build-A-Figure piece. Like I said, I probably will be completing this Build-A-Figure now. Not in the near future, but eventually I will go back and complete it. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to stay up to date on everything Marvel Legends coming from me, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.